Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well, and today we're going to talk about Bynd Gan and some of the big news that came out with these two companies yesterday, as well as the moves that they made in the stock market. Now, I'll put this poll out on the YouTube, as you can see on the screen right now, and it was dead close. I was like watching it, and I was like, eventually I was like, I'm going to have to make a decision what video it is. It was neck and neck really between Bynd and Gang news, and if talking about this stock market recovery that's kind of happening at the moment, and my thoughts on the current recovery. And you know what, we could, if the market puts in a decent day tomorrow and doesn't totally fall off a cliff once again, maybe we can cover that one tomorrow. But it was neck and neck. I kind of had to make a decision which one it was going to be, and I thought, well, Bynd and Gang news has been leading it most of the time, so I'll go with that one. And as you can see, it was just beating it slightly. Funny enough, if I actually go to refresh this now, I wonder if it's actually swapped around. But if it has swapped around, I'm sorry, I did have to make the decision on it. Let's have a look. Oh no, it's actually overtaken it. It's now the other way around, 33 to 32%. So yeah, sorry about that. But I had to make the decision and do the research on it. Yeah, I think these other ones, if there's enough time, I will try and do talk about if your stock can actually 10x. You know, a lot of the terms that we see out thrown out about is, you know, this stock can 10x, and I thought, well, you know, realistically, what stocks can 10x? I thought that would be a very good video. And also, Team 17 is getting quite interesting, so I thought maybe doing a video about that one. There's a few of you guys down there that might want to see a video on that, so I might do that in a little bit. The other little thing about that one is that I will, when I do talk about new companies, I'm not one of these guys that kind of just clicks on a article and go, oh, this is what the company does, and reads off this article on, even though I'm kind of doing that with the news stories today. When I'm doing an actual research into a company, a deep dive into the company, I actually like to kind of put my own thoughts, to talk about some of the good things, the bad things. I really want to put like a really good video out there. I'm not someone that kind of just skims through articles. So with a company, when I do them sort of videos on like a Team 17, for example, there'll be quite a few hours of research in there, and right now I just don't have the time for that. It's a bit of a busy week at work, so it might be something I do towards the back end of the week. I might have a bit more time there to do that one, but it's definitely an interesting one right now. Anyway, let's get on to today's video talking about Gang and Bynd, and like I say, we might do this one tomorrow. We'll see what happens in the stock market and if it has another good day. So let's start with Bynd. Let's talk about Bynd because this is the bigger position for me. So we'll talk about this one. Also had a very good move. By the way, did you see DraftKings as well today? Oh wow, looking good. The portfolio looks pretty good today. Not that it could probably get any worse, but yeah, Bynd. Yeah, we are pretty much. I was like down like 15% since I did the portfolio review for you guys. You know, I think I was maybe down 15% on that portfolio review, and at one point I was even down a little bit more than that. And yeah, within that short-term period, bang, you know, I'm basically back at break-even-ish now. My average is like 119, so I'm down still a little bit, but it is kind of near break-even now, which shows you just, you know, very quickly, this is why you can't try time the stock market. Very quickly it can move. Now, I'm not saying that this is the bottom and we might go down once again, but realistically, this, I'd be shocked if it goes much slower than this. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, we had a very good day with Bynd. I think it's actually had a very good couple of days here, as you can see. Last few days it's put in a decent kind of return, but yeah, very, very good day. You know, we're up 10%. Realistically, the news that did come out about this is Wall Street are getting a little bit more bullish back into Bynd. Obviously there's a lot of short interest in there, and I think Wall Street did get a little bit fed up with Bynd and the numbers they're putting in. But this is why it's so easy to, as I say so much on the channel, it's so easy to beat Wall Street because they're so slow at realizing things are happening. Like, realistically, what this article goes on to, which I'll cover in a second, is basically saying that Bynd is a good turnaround play because restaurants are opening up, and with the restaurants opening up, the restaurant food service side of the company will start recovering. Now, if you actually read their earnings, and if you kind of go about places right now, you would realize the food service was recovering a little bit last quarter, and we already got hints in it in the earnings call 2-3 weeks ago. And that was the sign of like, here we go, we are past the worst of it now. You know, we can start getting excited about this company. But on that news, the stock moved down. You know, the big funds were selling on that day of when we actually got the information that it's starting to look positive. And since then, I've kept buying and buying and buying, and now we're starting to see a few analysts that are starting to wake up and go, okay, this could be actually a very good turnaround play. There was one last week that said it could be a $200 stock by the end of the year. very much like I've been saying, I think that this will be towards the 200 range in my opinion by the end of the year. I don't know if it will get to 200, but I would kind of expect maybe 180. That would be more where I would expect it to be as we see the food service side recover. But what will happen is, with fair enough, some of the analysts are starting to, some analysts aren't terrible, they're not awful, but this is why a lot of major funds, a lot of analysts underperform the market, is because they're so slow at realising this is happening. And what will happen is Beyond Meat will start reporting earnings where the food service side of the company absolutely explodes, and they go, oh, it's starting to recover. What we'll do now is the price is moving up, we'll move our target with it, instead of realising that was already going to happen a few months ago and the time was to buy the last few weeks when it's been absolutely sold off. And I think we're kind of getting to that point now with Beyond Meat, and I do think we are. I've always said I think we are. That was the last quarter we had was the worst, and we're starting to see the seeds grow, and there was the signs of a recovery in that earnings report. And I do believe Beyond Meat's next quarter will be getting back to a decent. I don't think it'll be the blowout quarter. I think the blowout quarters will come in Q3 and Q4. I think this quarter will be the one where we're like, okay, this is looking a lot better now. And basically, Bynd came out, hikes its rating on Beyond Meat all the way up to outperform after having it set at underperform. So that's a very massive change. What we're looking for, like I said, I think the actual price tag here, it's a bit further down. Analyst Alexa Howard and the team do not think the growth story is broken at Beyond Meat despite the pandemic headwinds that clipped domestic and international sales. The firm thinks food service channels to rebound significantly as customer mobility continues to improve and sees decreased competition in the US retail channel. Beyond Meat's new Netherlands plan is expected to help improve the cost position for the company in Europe, and the McDonald's relationship is seen as a sales driver in 2022. Now that's obviously something that I haven't even talked about, where the company could go in the next 2023, 2022, 2023. That's why I think the company could even go beyond past where it past that $200 mark. What I'm saying here is this company should be at $200 by this year. By the end of this year, when we actually start factoring what Beyond Meat has been developing over the last few months, that is still not factored in with these partnerships, the factories that they've been putting in. This is why it took a little bit of debt on balance sheet, is that people aren't factoring in as well these plants they have in Netherlands and the ones they've been building in China. Game changer in 2022. But that's a bit further down the line. That's why I'm still holding it for like a long term on this one. But I'm not going to talk about that too much today. I don't want this to be a why I'm so bullish on Beyond Meat video, because I've got plenty of them on the channel. Bernstein assigns a price target of $130 to Beyond to reap more than 20% upside potential for shares. So realistically, it's not a massive upgrade in the share price, and what will happen is more than likely when we probably get to next earnings, maybe this is $130, analysts will then go, okay, it's moving up to our price target, let's move it up to 150 and stuff like that. And the big statement in here is that they have moved from underperform to outperform, which is a double upgrade, and I think that's the big thing. And generally on Wall Street, like I said earlier, there's a lot of upgrades coming on the company right now, and they're starting to wake up, they're starting to get there. We've been ahead of the game for a little bit, and we've had the ability to average down to amazing averages. I'm very happy with a 119 average, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the rest of the year on Beyond Meat. We'll see how that one goes. I love the company. I'm a big fan. Anyway, on to the another one, which is Gang. Gang is now at $16. It's been an awful couple of months, really, I guess, for Gang. And this jump is nothing to get too carried away with. Obviously, it was up even higher. We had a massive jump on the open, and then we did sell off as the day went on. There's a lot of back and forth on short sellers on this one, it's incredibly cheap, this one. This is a company that I look at, Gang, and I'm like, it shouldn't be a $16 stock. If you look at their earnings report they've just put in, it was fantastic, and hopefully this is once again a bit of a turnaround in this one, because it's insanely cheap. It's insanely cheap. But they moved up after a Michigan deal with a casino, which we'll talk about in a second. And also, once again, this had an analyst upgrade. Basically, it had a fourth casino client in Michigan. And this was through the Soaring Eagle Casino and Resort deal. These guys, like I said, it's a very, if you ever have a Google, have a look at it. It's a pretty nice looking casino and resort. Not going to be a game changer. We're not on the levels of a Wynn Resorts and Churchill Downs kind of deal. But once again, it's another lovely, nice little deal. Will help the revenue, and I'm pretty sure a deal like this probably wouldn't be in the guidance as well. So that should be pretty good. And once again, just shows the ability of this growth in Michigan. We're only getting started there. We've only been there for 5 months, I think it is now. So much growth, not just from this year, but the next future years as well. And also received some positive attention from B. Riley, which transferred coverage to the analyst David Bynd. Bynd notes that Gang is leveraged to iGaming and online sports wagering total addressable market increases. He also values the recent Ainsworth deal, which was what we got in earnings, which, like I say, was pretty good, at a $2 to $6 per share. So yeah, that's pretty big jump, to be fair, when you're considering what Gang is at right now. And Riley has a buy rating on Gang and a price target of $26. So yeah, when you're considering that it was at like $15 at the open, and now it's the price target is at $26, that's a lot of upside. And like I say, I don't even think $26 is like getting too carried away. Like Gang is a $20 stock. It's a $20 stock. Anyone that says anything different to that, I don't know what to say. It's massively undervalued, and it's not. $26 is probably fair value. We're not even talking about overvalued here. When we start getting into the 30 range, then I'll start saying, okay, Gang's probably been on a good run. We're probably overvalued here, but even at 26, it's not even like a crazy valuation. So yeah, some good news for Gang. Hopefully it's turning the corner. It should do, because it's not like the company just posted like one of the best quarters it's ever done. Well, it has posted the best quarter it's ever done. So hopefully we see this one turn around a little bit now. And yeah, we see a few buyers coming in. But yeah, pretty good day on Gang, pretty good day on Beyond Meat. DraftKings as well is definitely worth a shout out. What I'll do is I'll just have a quick refresh. I'm going to see where this poll is at before I go up. Oh, it's actually taken the lead a little bit now. We've gone up another %. So yeah, I'll see where this is at tomorrow. Maybe I can do... when we've had a few more votes, maybe I can do this if we have a decent day in the stock market. And I think these other two would be worth a video, I guess, at one point. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video talking about Gang. Hope you enjoyed the video talking about Beyond Meat. And we'll see if I can do these videos as well for the rest of the week. And yeah, I think as well, a few guys posted about Huya. I'll be honest with you, I probably won't make a Huya video just because I have covered it on the Patreon, and I don't really want to cover it again, I guess, on the channel when I've already covered it once. And if you do want to see your content, the Patreon is the place to be. Link is in the description. Also do other stuff on there: portfolio reviews, buy and sell alerts, Discord, private live streams. There's a lot on there. If you do want to start investing, there's some links to the brokers in the description as well. There's a free trade link. You join through there, you also get a free share. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, the little update, and yeah, pretty good day. Not going to get too carried away, but looking a bit better out there, isn't it? But we'll see how we get on. But thanks for watching. Like, sub if you found it useful, and I'll see you next video.